Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you this makeup look right here. I'm getting ready for a fancy date night out with my boyfriend. We're celebrating our anniversary, so I wanted to do a little something extra and something really pinky and glowy and just overall romantic with some nice highlight. So if you want to see how I got this look right here, then please keep watching. First thing I'm going to do is curl my eyelashes with my Surat eyelash curler, and I only really do this when I feel like I'm taking my time with my makeup and I just want to be really extra. And today is just a little bit more special, so I'm gonna go for it. And then I'm gonna take my favorite eye primer, and this is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And I'm just gonna take this on the corner of my damp beauty blender and put this all over the eyelids, all the way from the brow down to the lid. Okay, and then for eyeshadow, I think I'm gonna use my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette today. And the first thing I'm gonna do is take this tan shade here on a big fluffy brush just to set my primer. And then I'm going to slowly build up some transition shades. So I'm going to take this third one in here on the same big fluffy brush and buff that through the crease on both sides. And then because I'm wearing this like pinky top today, I think I'm going to go in with some of the like more reddy shades over here. So I started out with this shade and I want to kind of deepen it up. I think I'm going to go in with maybe this one and then this one just to kind of create a depth to the eye. So I'm going to just start with a little bit of all of these just to kind of deepen it up. And now I'm going to take this one here, just a little tiny bit of it, and also add that to the crease. And then I think I'm going to go in with this like reddy shade right here because this is just beautiful and I don't think I've used it yet, and add that one in. Oh yeah, that's super beautiful. And I'll swipe that down onto the lid as well. And if things start to get a little crazy, you can always go back with that first brown shade and buff it out. But another trick that I love is I love using this Real Techniques Duo Fiber eye brush. And obviously I'm obsessed with Duo Fiber brushes, but this one was totally clean. And I just go back through the crease and through the area where I need to blend more, and just kind of use this to diffuse everything out. So I'm pretty happy with the transition shades for now. I'll definitely blend them out a little more later. And I'm gonna go in with some of these shimmery ones here. And I want to use this one for sure, but I think I'm going to take this lighter pink first and just pick up a little bit of this on my dense shader brush and add this into the corners. And then I'm going to go in with this deeper shade here and put this in the middle of the eyelid. And I just love these like pinky reddy tones. I think they make a really romantic eye look, and especially if you have blue or green eyes, or actually really any eye color looks, I think, beautiful with red, but with blue and green it kind of gives a really nice contrast. So next thing I'm going to do is add eyeliner, and I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Unstoppable eyeliner in Onyx, and I use this first to kind of draw the straight line along my lash line. And I'm just going to add my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, and I'm going to create a wing. Eyeliner is done, so I'm going to go in with my Tarte Gifted Mascara, which is my favorite, and just put on a million coats of this. And now for face, I'm going to start out with my Glow Skin Beauty Mattifying Primer, and I'm doing this because usually for a date night look, I would go for kind of like a shiny, like shimmery, like something that's illuminating type primer, but today I'm taking just about that much. I want this makeup look to last a lot longer, and we're also going out a little bit right now during the afternoon, so I really want my makeup to stay on and last through dinner later on today. So I need something mattifying that's really gonna like keep me from getting too much of a greasy mess by the end of the day. And now for foundation, I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match, and this is the shade N3 to match my slight bit of tan here. So I'm just gonna take this, and I'm using this because I want to be able to get a really full coverage look today, and this is really going to help achieve that because I can really layer this on and build it up to get super full coverage. And then I'm just taking a second smear of foundation to go over the cheeks now that the T-zone is blended in. Now that foundation is blended in, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer here, and I have this in the shade Fair. And since I'm taking my time today, I'm going to start by blending it out with my finger and then diffuse it out even more with the Beauty Blender after I get it mostly blended out with my finger. I just find that this melts it into the skin the best. So this is the concealer blended out with just my finger, and now I'm going to take the corner of my damp beauty blender and just make sure the edges are really blended out, because this is lighter than my foundation shade at the moment. When I'm just my regular skin color, it kind of blends in perfectly, but because this is kind of a brightening lighter shade today, I want to make sure it's really blended in and diffused so that it looks natural and not just like we have a stark white thing under our eye. Okay, and then to set the under eye, I'm actually going to use my Well People Bio Brightener Invisible Powder today. This is just a translucent powder. But I took some and poured it in the cap there, and then I'm just going to take that same corner of my damp beauty blender and pick it up and set under the eye. And then to set the whole face, I'm going to use my favorite, my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the shade Light Plus, and I'm just taking this on a large powder brush here and setting the whole face. And now for my favorite part, which is bronzer, I'm going to take my Glow Skin Beauty bronzer in the shade Sunlight, which is this really nice shimmery bronzer, but I'm actually going to take it on this large brush today. This is the Osmosis Full Face Brush, because I don't really want a like contoured look. I just want an all over bronzy glow, because this is kind of like a romantic date night kind of vibe, so I just don't want to look too sculpted. I just want to look glowy and fresh. And I think using this nice big brush kind of just diffuses the bronzer all over and makes you look really bronzed and just glowy and beautiful. And now for what I think is the most important part of a date night look, and that is highlight. So I'm going to take my Anastasia A23 brush, which is my favorite highlighter brush, but I think I'm going to use like multiple highlighters because why not? We're going all out today. So I'm going to start out with this Essence Pure Nude highlighter, and this is like really subtle and nice. I'm just going to put this down the nose and over the eyes and on the Cupid's bow and a little bit on the cheeks, why not? And this one's really nice. It's subtle enough that it looks not too intense, like on the middle of the face, down the nose, and the Cupid's bow, but I want something kind of intense on my cheeks. So I'm gonna go in with two. I'm gonna mix my Maybelline Master Chrome in Molten Gold and my Wet n Wild Mega Glow in Blossom Glow. So this one's really pinky, this one's really goldy, but they're both really intense, and I kind of want, I can't decide if I want a gold or a pink, so porque no los dos. And I'm going to put a combo of both of those onto my cheeks. So I actually love how intense that came out. It kind of looks more pinky than goldy, but I like that vibe, so we're gonna stick with it. And then for blush, I want something glowy and pinky to go with this vibe, so I'm gonna use my CoverGirl TruBlend blush. This is the shade Light Rose. Just taking that on my big blush brush and buffing this onto the cheeks as well. And now for brows, I'm gonna go in with my Clinique Superfine liner for brows in Soft Brown, What's New? And I forgot to press record, but I just added a little bit of the Hourglass Arch Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel in the shade Soft Brunette and just kind of set my brows. So those are all done now. And then I'm going to go in with some bottom lash mascara, and I'm going to use my Clinique. This is their like Flutter to Full Lash Mascara, and I have it set to the most natural setting, and I like this for the bottom lashes. And then I'm going to quickly add some inner corner highlight with my favorite shade from my Kevyn Aucoin palette right here, this little Brighten one, and just stick this into the inner corner. And then to kind of melt everything together, I'm going to go in with my Glam Glow Glow Setter setting spray, and hopefully this doesn't ruin everything. Final step for this look is going to be lips, and I'm going to start out with my Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner. This is in the shade Eastend Snob, which used to be super popular. It's a good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. So liner is on, and then I'm going to be using this lipstick that I got recently. This is the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine in the shade 910 Shining Peach. And this is like a really beautiful, just light pinky color. And that's it. This is the finished makeup look for my romantic fancy date night out look. I wanted to go just a little bit deeper on the eyes with something ready, but not too intense, and then just keep the rest of the look kind of glowy and shimmery and pinky, which I think is kind of romantic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Everything I used will be listed in the description box down below. I also upload 2 days a week on Monday and Thursday, so please subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss my next video, and thank you so much for watching.